Can I get you to introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, my name's Greg. My company is Bista Gardens. We're a landscape company in Southport. Been running for 15 years, and this is our 2024 Southport Flower Show garden exhibit.
What's the inspiration?
So the idea was to have somewhere that people can imagine having as their own garden, somewhere relaxing. You've got the running water, different levels as well, that was the plan, and to be sort of surrounded by the lush green planting.
Now you've got fish in the pond as well.
Yeah, we have got some. Yeah.
And you've got your kids here as well.
Yeah.
Have they contributed?
Yeah, they've been measuring, cutting. They've been here some of the build days as well. They're not just here at the end. So they've been keeping us busy and helping out.
Who are your sponsors this year?
So our main supplier for all of our materials is Landscape World. They're a family-run company based in Widnes, but they'll travel anywhere to supply. We've been using them for about 10 years and can't fault them. Their products are the best we've seen. The quality of their service and delivery is the best we've used. We've also had our plants from J.A. Jones's, which is a local plant nursery. We get all of our stuff from there. And the rendering you see on the walls, that's all done by a local company as well. That's Marsden and Ray. A new business partnership. But again, they've been working with us for years, and then everything else we do ourselves.
Now, what's your best feature? What do you like the best?
I'd say the water. I'd say it gives the most sort of visual impact, and you can hear it as well at the same time. And the green wall has been popular. It's popular features for especially urban gardens where you're limited on space and you want to do vertical planting. Also the level changes. So we're down here at the moment. This is the lowest level, and your eye line is lower, so you can see the water at a different angle. The plants you feel a bit more enclosed by. So probably down here where we're sat at the moment is my favourite place in the garden.
Now I notice your kids are running in and out and fully enjoying it. So it's, would you say it's a kid-friendly garden, or?
You'd probably have to watch younger kids going over the water a little bit, but yeah, they love it because they can interact a little bit with it. So they love having a look at the fish and helping me out cleaning the pond in the morning. And then down here it's a lot more relaxing, and you could be here in the evening with the fire pit on. So it's built as a garden that you could have as your garden, and it would be all the functions that you'd want from a garden.
Now I notice your kids are collecting for the hay as well.
Yeah, they are. They've done a really good job. Yeah, they've been even at it in the rain on Thursday. They were out there doing it. So it's a great charity, especially at the moment. Is in people's thoughts, and they've done some amazing work. And a lot of the kids, local kids in Southport, will have some experience or another with older hay. So we thought it was a small thing that we can do to help them out.
And if anybody wants to get in touch with you and get one of your gardens?
Yeah, they can do. We're based in Southport, but we travel and work in the surrounding area, and anyone can find us on any of the social media things. We've got Instagram page, Facebook, we've got a website. You can find our details through the Flower Show site as well.
And lastly, as it's the 100th, do you want to sing happy birthday?
No, I'll let someone. Maybe one of the kids can do that. I think they'd got a better singing voice than I have.
Happy birthday to the Southport Flower Show. Happy birthday to the Southport Flower Show. Happy birthday to the Flower Show. Happy birthday to you. Hip 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 hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
Start again. can I get you to introduce yourselves, please?
Yes, my name's Josh Butterworth. Designed the garden and put it together.
Hello, and I'm Georgia, and I'm the one that's planted all the garden up.
Now, how long did it take you to actually build this garden?
Approximately 2 weeks. We've been working on some other projects, so been dropping on and dropping on.
And what is the inspiration behind it?
I think in the most recent years people have been spending a bit more time at home, and we wanted to try and bring a bit more of a holiday type feel and try and illustrate have something of that kind of nature in the back garden.
Now, who did the planting?
That was myself. Between me and my mum, we both planted the garden up. It took a couple of days to get it to where it was.
And who did the ground management? Was that you or both of you?
Yeah, we've done all the excavation, all the construction, material delivery, and getting everything where it needs to be in relation to our design. We're trying to deliver upon a sketch. So from concept to delivery within 3 weeks.
Now, what is the concept behind this? You've got two different types of garden in one, haven't you?
Yes, so we wanted to illustrate how materials can be used together, because we do a lot of domestic installs where we'll do porcelain paving and lawn. It's quite boring, and we want to try and illustrate how you can use multiple materials and how they can tie together, along with the use of water.
What's your favourite part of the garden?
It's got to be the water blade falling into the water with the extra. So you can go and just sit there after a day at work and just take it all in.
Now, I believe one of you has already fallen in though, haven't they?
I have. On multiple occasions, yes.
Now, if you've got dogs, which you have, would this garden work?
100%. To be honest, if anyone had dogs, I'd probably more so encourage them to have something like this. It's more of a playground than for the dogs. Of course, it'd get muddy and stuff, but I think part and parcel of having a booch or a dog, you want them to have fun and you get pleasure from seeing their enjoyment.
And they can cool down on a hot day.
Yeah.
What's your favourite part of the garden?
Probably where the egg chair is, because again you can just literally go over there and read a book and just relax in the sun and take it all in.
Now, planting wise, what type of plants have you got?
You've got a mix of a lot really. We've got sort of dahlias, hibiscus, alliums,
agapanthus, geraniums, foxes,
hydrangeas,
red robins, salads, hydrangea tree, snapdragons, cordlines.
So it's more of a summer garden than a winter garden?
Yeah. Anything with colour to help bring the garden out in the summer is what you kind of want to look for.
Yeah, you're quite restricted planting wise, because you want full colour for the show. With it being quite late on in the growing season, there's only a select few plants that are displaying colour. So your hands are kind of tied, but in a domestic setting you could mix it up a little bit and have colour all year round.
Is there anything that you do different this time, if you do it again?
Perhaps make the feature wall a little bit taller, the pond a little bit deeper, and we plant more heavily, because there's quite a lot of fence line on show. But we wanted that kind of effect because people can relate to it with it just being a standardised fence. You find this type of fence in many back gardens, so people can imagine it a little bit easier having something that they already have in the image.
Now, the question everybody's asking is about the bonsai trees floating in the middle of the pond. What was the inspiration and why have you got them like that?
So, underneath the bonsai tree is two pumps pumping 15,000 litres an hour. And a little bit of a design error, a bit of an afterthought. after we put the pumps in, we didn't have the depth for a full potted plant, and it kind of restricted how deep of a root plate we could have on the specimen plant we had there. And then it kind of struck me that it probably wants an ornamental plant, because the actual pool looks quite ornamental and clean, clinical. So I think it was quite well suited, and it was only when I'd seen that beech forest type bonsai that George's granddad had grown. It all dropped into place then, that was the right plant, right place, and I think it finishes the pool.
Now, have you actually got a name for the garden this year?
We call it Back Garden Holiday because that's what we wanted it to feel like. I think we've achieved it in many ways. The sun being the main.
Now, the garden's sponsored by who?
So all of our ceramics, dry stone walling and the feature wall have been supplied by Haze, a company in the UK that does slabs, walling, ceramics, tiles. We cover many bases. The quality is good, the range of colours are good. They do all different sizes. You have a tile for every taste.
And now, if anybody wants to get in touch and book your services, how do they do it?
They can contact myself on 077 13 598 078.
And do you have a website?
We've got a Facebook page which is called T and Dell, but if they go onto my personal Facebook, which is Joshua Butterworth, they'll probably find a link easier through things I've shared. And there's loads of examples of work on our Facebook page.
And your dogs, have they got a special task this weekend?
Task?
I believe they're doing
well,
something.
they are going to go swimming in the pond from tomorrow.
So is that just to wash them off, or is that an annual thing?
It seems to be an annual thing, doesn't it? They went in the one last year on the Sunday once the show was finished. So yeah, they can go in and enjoy it this coming Sunday again.
Are you going to enjoy it?
Probably.
Yeah, just build some
Probably
memories, because the garden's only here for 4 days and it starts getting taken down next week, so it's just something that we can take away and keep in our mind for the rest of the time. We'll take something away from the garden that's only here for 4 days.
Well, thank you, and well done. A beautiful garden.
Thank you.
Can I get you to introduce yourself, please?
I'm Jeff from Crosby Landscapes.
And how long did it take you to do the garden?
About 2 weeks.
What was the inspiration?
Greek holidays.
And why did you pick Greek holidays?
Because me and the wife love visiting Greece.
And what's the hidden gems in this garden? Can you talk us through it?
Hidden gems in the garden, well, they're not very well hidden. It's a big olive tree in the middle as the centrepiece. And then you've got like the snake crazy paving, Greek tiles, and other Greek features around the garden. There's not much hidden, you can see it all if you open your eyes and look properly and have a little look, you'll find a lot.
Now you've got a tap here with water dripping out.
Yeah.
That's your water feature. What other things have you got? I noticed you've got an eye everywhere as well. What's that?
The eye is an iconic motif from Greece. It's the evil eye. It's supposed to keep away evil spirits. It's been around for hundreds of years, maybe thousands of years.
And you've got other things as well. Can you say a couple of?
Well, we've got like a couple of traditional shaped Greek urns, Greek tiles, blue pots which are synonymous with Greece, and then we've got like bay trees and other things that you can have over there. We've had to use plants which are more suited to the British climate rather than the Greek climate, but they give off the same feel, I hope.
Now, if anybody wants to buy this garden, because this would be absolutely ideal for Southport or where you're from, Crosby,
Yeah.
or even Liverpool,
Yeah.
how far radius do you cover and how do people get in contact?
They can contact us via the website, phone, or the old-fashioned way by mail if they want to. Facebook, all the usual places. We travel mostly over Sefton. We don't go much further than that, really.
And you're down as Crosby Landscapes on Facebook?
We are, yes.
And what about Twitter?
Same, yeah.
And are you? Do you have a website?
We do, yeah. It's www.crosby-landscapes.co.uk.
Thank you and good luck and well done on winning all those trophies.
Thank you.
Can I get you to introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm Greg Mook from Mook Gardens in Southport.
Now, this garden is one of your typical gardens, isn't it, that you normally do?
Yeah, it is, yeah. This is our 27th now, and we tried to do something nice and easy that people can see in their own garden, so it's easy to sell.
Now, it's very easy maintenance garden, isn't it?
Very, yeah. I mean, apart from mowing the lawn, all the borders are covered in bark, so there shouldn't be much weeding to do. There shouldn't be much pruning at the end of the year, so it's really a garden where if you're going to spend your time in our garden, you want to be supping wine at the table.
Now, you've exhibited how many years at Southport Flower Show?
This is our 27th garden.
And how do you find it over the years?
We love it. I mean, it's changed so much since we've been here. I served my time for a local landscaper when I was a kid, so I've been coming down here since 1986, which is a very long time. And it's changed so much. I mean, when I first come down, it was all rock gardens down one side and villa gardens down the other side. Now it's just do what you please, and there's all sorts of different aspects of gardening. Gardening itself's changed, the materials have changed. It's all about porcelain and Indian stone, wasn't even invented back in the day.
Now, your garden is sponsored by who?
We're sponsored by Newgate Nurseries for all the plants. A friend of mine, Simon, who's L&T Stone, who's kind of given us this nice piece of rock. And that's it really. I don't think anyone's given us anything else. Anything else we've bought ourselves, it's going on to later jobs.
Now, you are famous for doing that. A lot of your gardens are actually done and then get moved into clients. If somebody wants to buy this garden, how can they do it? Or have you already sold
They
it?
can just ring us, ring up the office on 01704 55 11 44, and they can have any aspect. Obviously, we've got people already who want to buy the pergola, people who just want some paving. There's a few people talking about the water feature, and obviously the planting. Everyone loves the hedging for some reason. It's been a big thing this year. The standards we've got in there, and the flowers and the perennials, which are all locally sourced.
Yeah. Now, on a last note, I've been told you're King Arthur because you've managed to take the sword out.
Yeah, that's it. I got it out apparently.
Yeah. The only problem is I think it's got a bit of a leak now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It was all right before I took the sword out.
Thank you. Good luck and well done. And we definitely look forward to seeing you next year.
Thanks, Patrick. I'll see you soon.
Can I get you to introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I'm Jane Jockin, and this is my husband Paul, and we have Absolutely Splashing as a little family business. We do water gardens, water features, based in Ashton Makerfield, and we travel all over.
How many times have you been at the Southport Flower Show now?
This is our second year.
And already you're doing well. What cup have you got this time?
We've got a gold medal.
To be 100% honest, I think there's a lot of people saying it's one of the best gardens.
Yeah, that's the feedback we've had. It's the choice. It's something that they can relate to, bring home, transfer into their own garden. They're loving it, and they're loving the romantic side of the garden as well, and the story behind it. There's a real story.
And what's the story?
So, we're called Absolutely Splashing, but the garden's called Now and Then, and it's a big nod to the 100 years of the Southport Show. So, this is now, This is 2024, and this is then 1924. The planting in between is timeless, flowers are timeless, but we've actually specifically chosen an English country garden frame, and then the plants in the middle we've chosen personally with lots of vibrant poppy colours that bring in the now as well as the then. Hopefully they work together, and I do think the vibrant with the pastel does work. We've also gone for a nice natural pond that encourages the wildlife. It's got a little beach area so they can waddle in and waddle out safely. Lots of shelter, lots of cover for shade. We've gone for a nice vintage area here with the York stone, afternoon tea, and I rescued a lovely gate at the back there. It was on a scrap heap, and that's our secret garden, taking you off into the unknown.
Now, how long did it take you to construct? Because this is quite a task for just two of you.
There's a lot of plants here. There's probably around 500 plants altogether. Not just the cottage plants and the water plants, the alpines, the heathers, the roses. We get 3 weeks. Just the two of us. Yeah, I need a manicure. Hence the gloves.
And how much work did your husband put in? Was it more your work?
No, it was more him than me. He broke a finger in the process. One of the huge stones under the waterfall. It was being lifted in with a machine, and just as it went to go in place, it fell, and we heard the crack. So he has broken a little finger.
So he let him off for not going on the camp?
Yeah. We took quite well. I think we've not killed each other yet, but there's still another day to go.
Now, I believe you've got something special at the front of your garden as well.
Yes. I bought a postcard this time last year. When we did the show, I had a plan for a vintage garden for 1924, and I bought a postcard. And I literally fell down a rabbit hole then, and I bought every postcard I could find of 1924 Southport. Each one's got a story on the back. They've got the King George V stamp. So nostalgic and heartwarming, and they're all on display as well. We've also got an original newspaper cutting from the first ever flower show on September the 4th, 1924, with the Lady Mayoress.
I've got to ask, did it rain?
It rained a lot in Southport according to the postcards. I don't know whether it rained on September the 4th, 1924. It certainly rained on Thursday. We were drowned rats on Thursday.
And talking about postcards, how do people get in contact with you, and also who are your sponsors?
Right, so the sponsors are Holden Clough Nurseries in Clitheroe, and they've helped us with all the planting. We tell them what we want, and then they help us out with that. We've got Armstrongs, who supplied the rocks around the garden that you see here, and then we've also got Travis Perkins, who help us with other bits and bobs, like the porcelain tiles that you see there. To get in touch with us, we're called Absolutely Splashing. We are on Facebook and Instagram. We do have a website, and it's absolutely-splashing.net.
And how big an area do you cover?
Everywhere. We're based locally in Ashton and Makefield, near Wigan, but we will travel.
Thank you, and good luck, and I hope to see you next year.
Thank you, I'm sure you will.
More drainage than I was hoping ours today.
Then make your way to the exhibit.